Yes, hello and welcome to All In. It is Caulfield Guineas week. Plenty of good races ahead. But to kick off, well done, Dino. The Broncos, deanwatling.com. The Broncos got the job done, and um, well done, mate. You must be up and about. You look a bit, I don't know.
It's a long weekend on a Monday. The Broncos won last night.
Yeah,
He wouldn't have
Roundabout,
slept.
you look a bit flat,
yeah,
but you should be up and about.
I am up and about. That
Oh,
was one
good.
of the best games I've watched. The last 10 minutes went forever. Those plays,
Yeah.
Reece Walsh, the stories, Hunt, all that sort of stuff was outstanding. So thank God we're on the side of a good game. The last two, obviously 15
Mm.
and 2023 have been horrific. But yes, good to get the job done. Racing was outstanding Saturday. Epsom Day's one of the best. The track played beautifully. There's some big results there, but no, it's good, boys. It's good to finally win a title. I
You
don't
hear
know
it
how
in your
many years it's
voice
been.
there.
19.
Can hear it in your voice there, Dino.
Yeah.
Louis, live from Honkers. Now, have you seen a team perform better, losing their six and seven? Uh, they went to a new level. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was very good. So, congrats to Dino. And as he said, it's a nice result because they
Mm.
had some hardship in grand final. So it's
Mm.
good to see. Likeable result. Reece Walsh was great. Dino sounds like he's got a blocked nose. Must have a cold, the poor fella. So
It's tough.
we'll push on and see how we go. But well done. Yeah, I'm in Honkers for the racing and a bit of a holiday as well. Trying to find a
Mhm.
couple of winners, eating my weight in dumplings and having a good
Must
time.
be nice.
Half your
Very.
half your luck. Half yours, lads, on his way to a Caulfield Cup was pretty impressive down there in the Turnbull. What do you make of that, fellas?
Yeah, you liked it, didn't you, Lou? I thought you thought it was an
Yeah.
absolute
Yep.
special.
Yep.
Interesting to see post-race comments from the jockeys as well. There was a glowing report. So, yeah, that horse come from sort of nowhere?
Semi,
Like a,
semi, yes, semi, no. Like the big Queensland win.
Mm.
But that was the good test on Saturday, right? Wait for age for the first time up against your Via Sistinas, etc.
yep.
And what did he finish fourth or whatever it was with a really good run? That was going to always be the test to see just how good he is. But yeah, I had a big rap on him, guys. I think he's a real good horse.
Sturdilius was sensational. I've had him pinned as
Mm.
a Cox Plate horse for quite some time. He'll get there. I don't necessarily know if there's too big a concern around the valley if they're going quick. They might be strung out, and there'll be plenty of room there for him. I can't wait to see him. I think he probably wins a Cox Plate. So keen to see him there. Dino, what'd you make of that, or anything sort of heading towards a Cox Plate? Obviously, Via Sistina's just looks like Waller's got her on a real. You're just going to peak on grand final day this time in, and that's sort of you set up first up grand final day, and sort of what he does best, really.
Yeah, and Antino as well. I thought he was pretty good
Very
there.
good.
But Sir Dilius was outstanding. I saw Dan's ratings this morning. They put up a really big figure. They ran fast there. I just love that he's tactically versatile.
Yeah.
That's probably something that a couple of these horses going to the Valley maybe don't have. Via, she's somewhat tactical versatile, but probably not to the extent of him. So fascinating to see. Obviously, they're going to Cox, and they're going to go to a Melbourne Cup. But yeah, he was outstanding, Gano. So I'm not sure what price you've taken. Maybe you can fill us in on. Are you on a futures price for the Cox Plate?
Nothing extraordinary. We won't be retiring.
Mm.
So 2-year-olds kick off there, Dino. What were your thoughts on
Yep.
them?
Yeah, it was interesting. Obviously Michael Friedman, absolute freak, and then Waterhouse and Bot won the second. Disappointing eviction notice. Oh, I love that horse. Your Huckleberry was solid on speed, but probably shows you watch the trial of the winner Incognito, and sort of he loomed up like he did in the trial, hit the front, and then sort of shied, and you know what he's doing. He did pretty much the exact same in the race. He loomed up, he looked like he's going to put 4 lengths on, and then as soon as he got to the front, he sort of switched off. So times were bang on, nearly even. Boys ran faster again, but there was no real. I've watched it a couple of times. There's maybe a couple you can make a case for, but there's no real eye catchers moving forward. So we obviously had another set of trials last week. We'll have another set this week. So we started to build the Golden Slipper picture. But yeah, good to see the 2-year-olds out there. That was good.
Louis, did you make it any of the 2-year-old races?
No, I'll leave that to Dino to fill me in on how that goes. I thought McGaw, just going back to Melbourne, was
Mm.
really good. I'm sure the punters will pull me up, but I swear I thought I made a case for that horse alongside my Gladiola on the show last week. I'll definitely be pulled up if I didn't. But it's got some kind of race, maybe a bit better in it too. But Yeah, just also back to Sir Dilius, wow. Cox Plate, I was semi saying no, Gunno, originally, but now who knows, and just definitely still for a Melbourne Cup, surely. Like, he's just eating up distance, and the further it goes, the stronger, and the more he holds himself to the line, which is something. If Al Riffer and the others are going to beat him, they'll have to, according again to Dano's stuff, as you mentioned, Dean, they're going to have to go big new peaks if they want to match it with him.
Just jumping back to the 2-year-old scene, I thought Mazingo was probably one that we could follow. She was good from back, and she ran some of the best closing sectionals of the day in Rosehill as well. Probably two that probably might be a little bit fly under the radar next time round, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see what goes on there. Cornwall pitcher, any clearer? I don't think so. I don't think much will change. I know Labor and My Gladiola are good, but I don't think they're anywhere near a Faylock if that's what they go with down there, or attempted keeping. So even a horse like Skyhill's probably got, My Gladiola and a McGraw covered, I'd imagine, Dina.
Yeah, it was interesting. The market on Tentaris as well, out the absolute door, out at 750. I think it started. So I think that must have been a yard thing. I'm guessing, boys.
Well, they reckon
Haven't seen a whole.
he needs he needs a strong Everest to peak. So you'd imagine he's probably carrying as much condition as I, and
Yeah,
that'll probably be his go shirt up in a Cornwall. Autumn Glows was a star. He's really good,
Yep.
really, really good. I would have wished they could have got a bit quicker and could have seen maybe, how high that, new peak would have been. So they didn't go quick enough to get to the bottom of her, but that's all right. I'm sure we'll see it at some stage. War Machine was huge in the Everest now. So
He'll go to Everest. Yeah.
he'll go to Everest. Cornwall's got that slot and a couple more. I believe Godolphin might announce they might try to get 2 horses in today. So
Yeah, interesting. And obviously, Jetabil took the Mulberry slot, which
it's
obviously
their
they
own
own the
horse.
horse.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously cool. Yulong, Private Harry's gone. I just saw Nathan put out a tweet too, out for the spring, and it's going down to the Ramwick equine vet down there, whatever it's called. So maybe a little bit concerning there. So hopefully he's okay. But yeah, it's a fascinating picture, this, and then obviously Charmstone's out too. So it's a lot to get this around this Everest at the moment. I need to sit down and write it all out.
Charmstone has a different target.
Yeah, I haven't read the article. I just saw that yes, yeah, that is it. Yeah, they're going to keep it down there and target something else. So
there's not much
it's
point
interesting.
trying to run 6 to 12, is there?
No, and I saw plenty of people taking the mickey out of Jetabil for the slot, but if you dull it down, it makes sense. Like I think it's to run last, you win 600,000 or something like that. So you'd have to split 600 of anyone. So you just hope he maybe runs better than last. Yeah, exactly. So
that's it. If you own the slot, it's vastly different to having to go and do a deal on a horse. Like, that makes sense.
He would have to start now, though.
Correct, way.
Hey,
maybe yesterday.
I think I said that by Gigaty. Caulfield Guineas. Let's have a look. 2025 Caulfield Guineas for Watson. $3.50. I believe J-Mac might be riding Watson. Autumn Boy, $4. Vinrock, 6s. He's been well supported. He was about $11 last week and just 6 off his flop there at the Valley. Baywalk, $8. I don't think he'll be going. Western Swindon, 8s as well. High Vol, Native Pirate, Planet Red, 11. Nepotism. I did hear Wayne Hawks this morning say they're not 100% locked in on a Caulfield Guineas now. They might pivot, but we'll wait and see. That could just be Wayno being Wayno. Regal Award, Romantic discounts at $15. The list goes on there, Louis. Caulfield Guineas 2025. How do you see it?
Yeah, tricky race and nothing against the top in the market, just trying to find some value. So no surprise to see Vinrock supported because I think it was just a forgive at the Valley.
Yeah.
Didn't handle it, got a long way back, was a very short favourite, so you respect an SP profiling that. I've got to make a case for West of Swindon, though, who was really good behind Vinrock at Flemington 2 starts ago, closed off nicely, ran second. Then that win, even though, yes, Vinrock didn't handle the Valley, the win of West of Swindon was a cracker. It can't really do much more than it's doing, and I think it's in good form since it's moved down to Victoria. Obviously, it was at Kembla Grange or something there first up and was down the track. It just seemingly has gone to a bit of a better level since the 2 runs in Vic. So I've got to make a case for it at $8 West of Swindon. And the other one I want to have a go at a price is a horse called Sentu Kavadi, who was massive from way back behind Navy Pilot, who I really like as well. That was at Sandown. It looks like it's going to eat up a mile, Sentu Kavadi. I think it's I don't know, Gunnar, you could maybe have a look, but it's 20 somethings, I hope.
26.
And it's a place, there you go. It to run each way is not a bad shout, albeit this is going to be a big acid test for it. But this is the kind of race that those runners off a Sandown race like that can kind of come in and run well. So, yeah, West of Swindon and Setu Cavati, Dino, at the price.
Yeah, I don't mind the push West of Swindon. I think you look at that Flemington win of Vinrock, and they've just handed it to him 2 starts back. And I think Vinrock, I think he might even pulled up lame last start in that Moonee Valley contest. I got to check it, but for me, that's always a massive concern. Horses off those sort of setbacks if they're pulling up like that. Wadton, and Autumn Boy probably fight this out. Fascinated to see what Autumn Boy does. He was backed off the map in the Golden Rose and just didn't do anything at all. So obviously there was a massive tip around for him that day. All the track workers wanted to sort of suggest it. It's probably who handles Caulfield the best out of the two. Is probably the way it goes, but I'd just lean that a better way and trust that SP last start of Autumn Boy. I don't know who rides. Got to look at Trav's article.
Damien Lane will ride.
Yeah, beautiful. So obviously J-Max on the Coolmore there, but you lose absolutely nothing. D-Lane's in outstanding form. But yeah, Autumn Boy for me, Gano, but I do like the push West of Swindon. I think it's just found a leg, the Melbourne way of going.
I can't see any horse outside of the top three in the market winning. And it probably comes down to barriers and running race, to be completely honest with you. Like, I'd say if Autumn Boy doesn't draw 1 to 9, call it, like if he draws wide, he's going to go further back, and we know how hard it is to be like way back at Caulfield. Probably doesn't have the tactical versatility of a Wadton or a Vidrock, who Wadton first time at the mile, I believe. You know, but he's versatile enough to land on pace, and we saw that in the Golden Rose, landing leaders back. Obviously had a good draw, but still landed leaders back at a hot tempo. And then you got Vinrock that if he draws a gate and could just roll at high ball in front, he'll give a huge side. They're the three horses. Couldn't possibly have any others. Let's move on to some cracking races throughout here. Dina, what was the one you were after? You wanted to cover?
Mine was the Guineas. Lou, what was yours?
Oh, the Toorak.
Yeah, I can go the Toorak. Toorak, always a great race.
Let's go to the Toorak as the odds have completely.
Yeah, I think these markets might have come down.
Completely gone, Louis. But just take us through the Toorak while
right.
you. Why there's no markets, just pretend, because you would have seen them anyway. So give us an idea.
Yeah. So the horse I'm going to tip. Hopefully they put up 100s for, which is like a Lucy. So went to the Let's Elope first up behind Lazura, flashed home, meeting best last 400, 200, and that was with top weight in the race. Now I did some digging this morning. In my notes here, I've said kept fresh, and they've had a little trial or jump out since. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't because they scratched or it got scratched from somewhere else. Somewhere deep in my mind, I thought they were going somewhere. I had a look at, might have seen like there's no setback. They just maybe elected to keep it fresh for this. I mean, this horse has run over 2,400 metres behind Treasure at the moment. So a fast run mile, which the Toorak often is, I think is at least well enough in its wheelhouse. And I just like the fact that they've kept it for this race. It means that they've kind of had this as a target. Hopefully we do get a good price. I think when I was looking this morning, it was around that third or fourth line of betting. So I think the favourite was Sepples, and deservedly so, who I also wanted to make a good case for. That win, as we all saw, was massive. Should the Yulong horse have won? Angel Capital, yes, but no, you can't take anything away from what Sepples did up on just a mammoth speed and just ate it all up and kept finding. Like, it was just such a big win, and that is the win of Toorak, right? That's exactly what you want to see for a horse going into this kind of race. So, like a Lucy and Sepples, for me, Dino, we'll see what price we get about them.
Yeah, good race. I like this race. Transatlantic's down to run as well. Lazura obviously won last start, but J-Mac pretty much picked her up and threw her over like Reece Walsh did yesterday. But I like Sepples, boys. I think you made that case just then, Lou. I think Dan was really big on this, sort of not understating the fact of Sepples leaning outside the lead on that brutal tempo. Hardest thing to do, kick away. Yes, Angel Capital could win and probably should have won, but there's no Angel Capital here. So I think that's big. I know it's favourite, but I think it's a proper horse, Sepples. So I'm happy enough to stick. The price is the issue. Wait till they drop back up. I don't know if there was an issue there while they've been taken down, Gano, but Sepples for me in the Toorak.
Yeah, it was $3.50, I believe, when they.
You probably wait
and then
for a gate.
Lazura was, I think, maybe $5.50 or $5, between 5 or 6, something like that. And then it was long with the rest, obviously. Seppels for me for sure in that race. I just think last start was pretty good, as you said. No Angel Capital in behind, and
Mm.
may not have to make his own luck where he probably had to make his own luck. Was it Caulfield? Was that last start?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Caulfield.
had to make his own luck from the draw. So yeah, I think he'll get his chance this time to blow them away and win another big race. All right, the Gloaming Stakes is the race I wanted to have a quick look at here. Within the law, $3. Federalist $5. Master of the Air eights. Flying Orchards, Shangri-La Boy the same price. Providence Champagne Hero, High Evolve, Freddie Bassett, all double figures. Lads, you got any opinion on this race at all? Or do you just want me to kick off?
Yeah.
You go first. I got a little opinion, but I'll go off the back of you.
Yeah.
I believe Federer is going around, but I just think that he's probably just a little bit short of his best still, and he might have another one this run and then back him next time. Within the law, she turns up here, she should just win. 7 day backup, Baker. The figures are
Mm.
her figures are better, are 4 lengths better than any other horse. Last start figures are 4 lengths better than any other horse in this race. Now,
Yep.
Master of the Air will
100%.
improve. Good horse, but I think goes 14 to 18 from Kembla.
Yep. Yep.
By done deal, that'll great, fantastic. Federalist, good horse, but within the law, $3.20. That's my all-in play of the week. I think she turns
Yep.
up and she
Love it.
wins. A slowly run race on Saturday as well. Like I'd say she'd come through the race really, really well. Anyone else?
Luke?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think a great bet. Federalist, from what I saw, was maybe flattered by a fast early tempo to flash home there. Was unlucky, got held up, was up close to the Godolphin winner, past the line. But I think it may have just been a little flattered by that tempo. And that's typical Federalist. Get back, find trouble, flash home. And I just can't see that changing. I'm with you, Gatto. I think it's a very, very good bet this. Coming through that, the opinion I've got of Apocalyptic and that Group 1 flight stakes is obviously going to be the best form line if they do have a 7 day backup into this 1,800 metres suits. It's just all tick, 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 Dino.
Yep. I think the only knock would be that maybe the fillies, they're good and Apocalyptic's good, but are they that much better than sort of a couple of their others? I think that's the only other side to it, just playing devil's advocate, but I'm agreeing with all you. So I think within the
These
law
are
turns
the
up wins.
problem is we're talking about the top line fillies
Yeah.
versus the C grade, of the Colts and Geldings. So at this stage, look, some of them might jump out of the ground, but at this point, like some of these that come from Kembla Maidens Class Ones.
Shangri-La Boy was really good last week, but like you mentioned, going to 14 straight to 18, and he's come up real quick. He's obviously half to Storm.
I was about to mention that one.
It was
Dino,
good
because that's the good map horse, right? He's going to lead. He's obviously a very good front running horse, but that's a hard thing to do. 14 straight to 18 this grade against Group 1 form lines. It wouldn't shock me if it won. It wouldn't shock me at all.
Yeah, right camp to do it.
Righto. Within the law, best all in play for me. My $10 play last week was Willie Do It and headbutted someone or something and had a sore eye, so it didn't go around. So that was fantastic. Another way to get beat. Lads, best all in play of the week, Luke?
Well, I would want to make it yours as well. I'll go.
Yeah, do it. That's fine.
No, you know what? I'll go Like a Lucy to place in the Toorak.
Beautiful.
Is my best all in play.
Dino?
I'm going to go, and Willie Do It's in the Alan Brown as well, Gano.
With a black eye.
That's fine. That's fine. Tape it up. We'll be right.
That'll help.
Head tape on.
Put the headgear on. Mine's Autumn Boy in the Caulfield Guineas. Going to trust that SP profile. I just think he should be favourite in front of Wadton, but
love it.
Yeah, that's my best all in Autumn Boy.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because there's 4 lengths between them in the Golden Rose, and it's like if there was a length and a half, you'd be like, yeah, third up, ready to go. But 4 lengths, it's like
I don't think there's a better stable out there that gets horses to, or maybe what else about to come back off big losses like that. You know what I mean? Like
bounce back,
beating out of sight. Next thing you know, like they're up and going. So that's the game. It's a puzzle.
Right, lads, if you want to get involved, let us know who's going to win the Caulfield Guineas and why. Get involved in the duck race. It was back. It was good to see Luke retained his job. And
just quickly too.
Yes.
Quickly. My mug multi landed. The Autumn Glow into Apocalyptic. I think to get me back into the green on our 10-unit plays.
Did it?
I just didn't want to let that go by the wayside. You know?
Well done.
And he did declare Apocalypto as the best $1.90 bet you've ever seen. So
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
How much did you make from that, Louis?
We'd have to. I think it was like a $3. I could be making it up. 320 something combined price. We'd have to go back and check the tape.
We'll go back to the tapes
Um,
because we've got nothing else
yeah.
to do today on a public holiday. This show won't be out until tomorrow morning because Luke is on holidays. He didn't retain his job, but he's on holidays. So it will be back on first thing tomorrow morning. Righto, boys. Until next week.
cheers, boys.
Yeah.